So the fact that, and I think it's like to win $100 million lottery, you can do that 9 times more than being born. So obviously you and I have never won the lottery, probably won't ever, but we were still...
Some good dream.
You're right. But we're still given this life. So we need to use that life because it's very valuable, and the fact that we got it is kind of crazy. So that's it.
The sperm that won.
We made it. We connected.
We made it.
You're right.
Said touchdown, baby. Tom Brady. Super Bowl.
Okay, ready, Freddie? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Radiate Podcast. I'm Issa.
I'm Grace Ann. Hi.
It's been a journey.
I feel like every episode we're like, guys, we promise.
Yeah.
We're going to be back every Monday. We're going to be consistent. We're going to do things. We're going places, guys.
We are.
Guys, if you can learn anything from this podcast, it's that life will throw you some curveballs.
Yep.
Sometimes not fun curveballs.
Not fun at all.
But what matters is that we're here.
Yep.
And we're trying.
We are not only trying, we're succeeding, okay?
We are.
And listen, people. We're still putting out a podcast, okay? We're not giving up. Here we are, and we're back to... we're back here.
Maybe we should stop saying back to business.
Not back to business, but we're going to try. If you watched or listened to last episode, you heard us very excited about the fact that we were going to be back every single week. Last week, I sadly had to go through something, which was my grandmother passing away from breast cancer. She had it for 5 years, and she was a very strong woman. She was an immigrant from Ecuador. She raised 3 kids by herself. And so obviously I was at home with my family, and we had the service and everything. Can you not cry?
I'm sorry.
But so yes, it was sad. And Grace Ann was obviously the best friend ever, and was helped me through it all and all that stuff. But
guys, this girl was literally like, I will drive down to Huntsville and we can just do an episode so I can get it out. And I was like, Issa, no.
Yeah.
Like, everyone will understand why. And if we, there was nothing going on, you know?
No, for sure.
Yeah. But I am so sorry for y'all's loss. I know how much she meant to y'all's family, how much she meant to your father.
Yeah.
And just know that you had a whole lot of people praying for you guys. I know.
Yeah. We had a lot of people praying for us. Like she said, we've had a lot of people deliver food. Everybody's been, like, really helpful.
Issa was telling me about, you had so much family come in.
Oh my God,
you had so much food.
Dude, I ate...
Issa, eat this.
The amount of Mexican and Italian food that I've consumed over the last week is not okay. I'm back on the grind, back eating healthy. But it was my other grandmother, who was my mom's mom, also passed away from breast cancer probably 5 years ago. So we've kind of had almost the same exact situation happen twice, which at the end of the day, I feel like after you go through, like, things like that, like big traumatic things that happen in your life, I try to always learn something from the situations. And with my grandmother, she had been living with us for like 6+ months because the cancer started to get really bad, and we obviously had to take care of her. So it was good that we got to spend time with her. But something I learned was the day that she passed away, and this is like a little tough for me to say because I was just mad at myself for a little bit, but the day that she passed away, the day before, my dad and I had gotten like a little disagreement, and so when she passed away, I was just like, I wasted my dad's time arguing with him about something that doesn't matter when he could have been with his mom. And we've talked about, obviously he doesn't feel that way, but the point of that is that this life is so precious that we don't need to, like, get mad at little things or waste time arguing with people that we love or waste time putting people that we love down or anybody down. And obviously we preach this a lot, and I think we both try to do this, like, just supporting one another and loving one another and, like, being there for the people around us, because you just never know when it's going to be like your last day. And I don't know. I just think, you know, and this guy that I listen to, one of his big things is, and I've told you this before, is like you have a $14 trillion, wait, I wrote it down because I knew I was going to get it wrong.
Isa is a great note taker.
Thank you, Queen.
No, I'm just like, if I forget it, whatever.
Oh my God. Okay. 400 trillion to 1, that's the number of how many chances it is for you to get born. So the fact that, and I think it's like to win $100 million lottery, you can do that 9 times more than being born. So obviously you and I have never won the lottery, probably won't ever, but we were still.
Some good dream.
You're right. But we're still given this life. So we need to use that life because it's very valuable, and the fact that we got it is kind of crazy. So that's it.
The sperm that won.
We made it. We connected.
We made it.
You're right.
Said touchdown, baby. Tom Brady. Super Bowl.
So in all that being said, I think right now an activity that I said we could do earlier and you don't know about it is,
I hate when you do this.
We could quickly text one person on our phone right now something nice. Ooh. So I'm gonna figure out who we're gonna text together.
Okay.
Separately. It could be a secret. It could be, you know. I just think we could do that.
Okay, so to text someone that we love.
Just something that I love you. Hope today was good, or you're a great friend, or whatever.
Okay.
Right
now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. In case y'all also are watching on YouTube, or in case you're not, Issa and I have these really cute phone stands that we got for Christmas. And,
yes, ma'am.
They literally look identical, but they're different brands. But, like, I'm not complaining.
But we're so nerdy. Like, we both love this stuff. I love stuff like this. If you know me, you know I love little knickknacks. And
knick-knack, paddywhack.
Pisces got me this, so thank you, love. I love you. Okay. Who are you texting? Like, are we making it family or making it friends?
Let's do family.
Okay. I'll text my dad then. So, I just think it's, you know, everybody's, like, always busy. So, just a quick text. When I get a quick text, I freaking love it. Okay.
I'm in the zone.
Oh, it's a paragraph? She's getting feisty, everybody. Can we know who you... Okay. Don't make me cry. Okay, you see, don't make me cry like that.
You're family.
I'm emotional, everybody. Okay, this is a lot. I'm going to tell the crowd what you said.
Okay.
And this is all it takes for a tear in someone's eye, okay? Hey, Queen, Dash. I hope you had a good day today. I love you and will always be here for you. Red heart. That was emotional. All right. Love you so much. Oh,
no.
We're falling.
I knew that would happen.
Great segue.
This is a great segue. Go ahead and tell them.
Jesus.
Tell the crowd.
Okay, well, as Graceanne's walking, if y'all are lucky enough to see the booty, y'all are lucky enough to see the booty. Graceanne and I thought it would be a good idea to take pictures after every episode with our guests and stuff. So if you have been one of the very amazing guests that we've had, Graceanne printed out these pictures, and we're going to put you on the wall after we do that. So we were going to do it, middle of season 1, end of season 1, start of season 2, but we're here. Okay, people? And it's really cute, and there's a lot more to come. It is a little,
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
There will probably be many pictures that fall,
and that's life.
What matters is that we're crafty, kind of.
Yeah.
I think this is actually a great point. Hey you.
Hi.
Hey you listening and watching. All you beautiful radiators, or if you're just tuning in for the first time, hey, where are you from? How are you? How'd you find us?
You look beautiful today.
Did you mean to click on this? Well, welcome anyways. If you don't print photos, print photos. You are truly missing something so important in your life. Yep. There was a time where I maybe printed too many photos.
Okay.
I used to have a huge gallery wall at my old house. I didn't do it here, mainly because it was so much work. Also because my room wasn't as big here, blah, blah, blah. It kind of felt crowded. Long story short, print your photos.
Print your photos.
I think printing anything. It doesn't have to be you.
Yeah.
A quote, something.
Yes.
Print it out, and I guarantee you that will make you and your space feel a lot more welcome, feel loved, and start a photo album.
Yes.
You know,
that's cute.
I think that's something that this is something we didn't say, but the photos, we took each photo not just on the regular camera app. We actually used David Dobrik's disposable film app.
Yeah.
It's free. And the trick is it looks just like disposable film, but you can't see the photo right away. You have to wait until 9 a.m. the next day. And I personally love that.
I do too.
Shout out to Madison. When we went to Yellowstone back in August, she had the great idea of getting a disposable camera, 2 of them, one for each of us. And so we could take photos that way. And so I've kind of like made it a mental note, like every trip I take, to always have a disposable camera. And eventually I really want to get a film camera as well.
Yeah.
I have one that was like for my parents, but like it doesn't work. I plan on using it for like a prop. Like, oh, I'm so trendy, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's super important to print your photos. Yeah, I hope you enjoy our wall if you're watching. And you Thank you. It will only grow every episode.
Oh my God, it's so cute. Like all the memories are so
excited.
Cute. Speaking of photos, Christine's a photographer.
Look at the segues we've got today.
I know.
Wow.
We are 2 for 2. Will we go 2 for 4? I mean 4 for 4.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. I don't like math at all. Okay. Wait, let's see if they can notice for like half a second. Okay, half a second's gone.
Have you noticed? What do you see?
Besides 2 goddess-looking women.
You're right.
Anyways.
Guys, it happened.
It happened.
Will Radiate one day get merch? Yes, but as of right now, we're showing off my business's merch. Issa is wearing a black Moments of Grace photography crew neck. I am wearing the only white Moments of Grace photography crew necks. Yeah, because like
it's white.
Originally, it's funny how it came about. I didn't mean for this to happen. Like for other people to like have it.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted a crew neck. For some reason I chose white. If you know me, you know I literally spill everything on me when I'm eating or drinking. I already have.
And she already has.
Literally the first day I wore it, I spilled coffee on it. But it's okay, I got it out. It's fine. But yeah, so I got this one and I posted a story with it. And people left and right were like, that's so cute. Yeah. You were one of them. And I was like, thank you so much. And I was like, you know what? Like, I already planned on buying one in black. I should just like put it out there, see if anybody wants one. Yeah. And I had like 20 people place an order. So hey, if
that's
you're
amazing.
Listening, not only do you support me in Moments of Grace, but you support Radiate. Like wow.
Come on. 2 for 2.
You're amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for getting one. I plan on putting another order out there because like I got them in and now more people want some. So I'm just like, I'm feeling all the love. And the fact that people want to wear them.
Well, they're freaking cute.
They are very comfortable.
They're freaking cute. Actually, quoting my mom, beautiful. So.
Beautiful. Crazy.
Oh, I thought you were singing Christina. Who is that song? Who's beautiful?
It's a country song.
Ah.
Yeehaw.
Alrighty.
Moving forward. Thank you everyone who has supported my photography. Much love. Mwah.
Love you guys. It's not my business, but love you guys. Anyways, okay, well, we're back. My dad did reply, by the way, update. He said, I did. And you just made it better with the smiley face. I told him I love you. I hope you had a great day.
That is the most cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
Speaking of the cutest things that we've ever seen in our life.
What?
Recently today, you said you might have added somebody to your 1%. Mr. Matthew
I
James.
Say that.
Of
the bar is so
The
low.
Bachelor. The Bachelor of what season is this? I don't even know. I don't know. Math is hard.
First black man.
First black man.
Bachelor.
He's having a very interesting season. Some could say the most catty season in Bachelor history.
Oh my God, people.
Wow.
Okay, we're jumping in hot. We're jumping into the Bachelor train.
So Issa wasn't able to watch last week's episode, but don't worry. We watched it today.
Of course we did.
So she can catch up because as we're recording this, it's actually Monday evening. So y'all will hear this like one week later. Who cares?
Or sooner.
We'll
figure it out, ladies.
Figure it out. Oh yeah, duh.
We're not on a schedule at this point.
Yeah, you know what? We're like every Monday.
We're shooting for every Monday.
Maybe. Once a week. We'll put it at that.
But thank you for wanting to listen.
Exactly. We're getting off topic. Bachelor. What are your hot takes? I know there's so many.
We'll give a couple hot takes, okay? It's hard when you're in love with someone and they're trash, okay? MJ, you failed me.
What is it like to be a disappointment to your parents?
I rooted for you so hard, and honestly, I still do. But not for who she is. Okay. So my quick hot takes. MJ, beautiful. I love you. I want to be with you, but you can't be like that. If you're gonna be mean, you have to take accountability and stop yelling at people. Even though you look like that, you can't yell at people. I mean, you can, but it's not like that. Number 2, I used to not like Katie. I think I like Katie. Actually, I know I do. That's my second hot take. My third hot take is if Abigail doesn't find love in either this season or next season, I'll be sad. What are your hot takes? Oh, and Matt James is a king. The way he handles things are amazing.
So several hot takes from me. One, Victoria is not a plant, not an actress. She is definitely just an awful person who I definitely think is not all there. But I think that causes a reason to something more to be talked about with her, because I feel like the producers, I'm just like, you knew what you were doing, and it was low-key kind of cruel because... Yeah, Victoria, though, she got so much hate on Instagram. She deleted her Instagram. Online, period, but she said and did some awful things moving forward.
She called people hoes.
Yes.
By the way.
Matt James, a lot of people are saying that he is boring. I concur.
Me too, queen.
What does that mean? You agree?
I concur is I disagree. I concur. I stopped the court, I think.
Wait, that's...
No.
If you concur, that means you agree.
Just kidding.
Right.
I was thinking, Victoria said that earlier.
And I thought
never mind. I disagree. Matt James is probably one of the best bachelors we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Because for the first time ever, I've seen anyways, there was so much drama that happened on last week's episode, and he, as soon as he found out, he stopped it and kicked them off the show. And
Peter could never.
Peter, fly away in your little plane. Moving on. Katie, I'm not going to say, I don't know if anyone's seen the spoilers, but if what is true is if what we're hearing is true, I'm super happy.
Yeah. What do you think, though, about the talk about the fact that they skipped over 5 to 6 women of color, and go to Katie, who's apparently supposed to be out this week?
I think it's interesting. I can see why they did it. I really feel like this upcoming season they weren't thinking about what she looks like, but more of how she has handled herself in the house. Yeah. And it seems like they really do want a woman who knows what she wants, also will stand up for what she wants. As Claire Crawley would say, a strong woman. But a lot of people are saying that Katie reminds them a lot of Caitlin Bristow. Is that the right name?
Yeah, Caitlin Bristow was more aggressive about it though. Katie's kind of sweeter, but yes.
This is the thing. I can understand why they're comparing her because of the sex positivity and women empowerment. Yeah. But to me, that's where it stops. Katie is more than just hey, I brought a dildo into the house and
she did do that.
Believe in
Well, can we give some context with that? Because saying she brought a dildo into the house, if you don't watch, it's
she showed up night 1, and her statement, I think her entrance was we got to catch up for lost time, or what was it? No, that wasn't hers.
She was in quarantine. This was her buddy or whatever.
Something like that. You got to do what you got to do. I don't know. I cannot remember, guys.
It doesn't matter. She brought a freaking vibrator. It doesn't matter.
She brought it. She literally made waves, and I remember watching it.
Made waves. Wait, that's funny.
I remember watching and being like, Vincent, are you okay?
We have a producer. We did not sign a contract with him. Will he sue us for workers' comp?
I don't know.
Please don't.
Suck it up. Anyways.
I did not say that.
I remember watching it and thinking, I don't know how I feel about this girl. And I think the editors, they did it on purpose to where it's okay, who is this? Because, you could definitely be oh, she just did this, to be, in the spotlight, remembered, what an entrance. Yeah. But when I actually, looked her up online, I was like, okay, this isn't just, for shock value. Yeah. She's genuinely, she has her own podcast. Yeah. She, 100% is, feminist, like
love that, love her,
like just believes that like everyone should be happy and like you should like own like your sex life and like preach about how like it's okay to like masturbate.
Okay, queen.
You know?
And it is.
And
okay.
I think that's just super refreshing because that is something that...
And it's in a tasteful way.
Yeah, and like, because like a lot of people like shy away from that.
Yeah.
So if... looking at that aspect I was telling you, if Katie is...
the Bachelorette.
The next Bachelorette... The Bachelor took a huge chance because they are going to lose a large portion of like the older Christian group that we know watches. And honestly,
I'm down for it.
Actually might be a way for the Bachelor to kind of hush the noise of, I don't know if you've seen this, but like back like in the beginning, like a lot of people are just complaining about how Christian focused it seems. Mm-hmm. People are like, this is like a bad reality Christian dating show. Like, and I understand what they're saying because it's like there's more than just Christians in the world. You know, there's like so many other types of people in the world. Yeah. And so I think it's just like when you think about the last few seasons, there's always like a contestant. Like they're just like, why hasn't there been like a Jewish contestant? Like why is it always Christianity? Because if you look back, that's literally always what it is. You know? So I mean I can understand like why people are like have that take.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you think of Hannah B. We had Luke was like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's been a lot of the same type of people.
And then, like, Pete. It was like Madison was a virgin.
Come on, Pete. I hate him.
And then you have this season, which, you know, although, like, Matt, like, did lead the first episode, like, in a prayer, it hasn't really been, like, God-centered since then. I think a big reason is because how ironic would it be if it was God-centered and we're... watching, I feel like you couldn't have both, like the pettiness and the cattiness, and then it was like no.
There's a lot. There's so much,
and a lot of people are saying the reason why it's so catty is because they're not able to go anywhere and they're stuck.
Yeah, they're stressed.
And I understand that to a point.
I get that though.
You can't. There's only so many excuses you can make for some of the stuff that they were saying.
Also, they're grown women. Like, how are we still talking to people like this? Like, I would never go on a show and be like, you're a hoe, you're an escort, you're this, and when I'm trying to be with someone, like, I think the people who are doing all that don't even want to be with Matt because, or not ready to be married because, how old are we? Like, we don't even do that. Can we
also talk about how disgusting ABC is for doing what they did?
What they do?
Airing that.
Like, yeah, but it's so good. It's so good to watch.
They literally ruined her life. They've been premiering that since the very, like, before the show, like, this season started.
Yeah.
Knowing that, like, it was false.
What she's talking about is some girl started a rumor about Brittany that she was an escort. I'm not gonna
forget her name.
That she was an escort, and she wasn't an escort.
And her story makes no sense whatsoever. She's over here saying that somebody, people were messaging her before the show started. Okay, honey. Yeah. Brittany came in, week 3?
Uh-oh, Garcia's going off.
Nobody knew that those 5 were coming in. Like, obviously, like, there were spoilers and stuff. But I'm talking, like, on the original cast list... They weren't on there. So I'm just like, what? I don't know. I'm upset. Anna never even apologized. She could have easily, like, called out when Matt was literally escorting her. See what I did there?
See how passionate she gets?
Out of the house or hotel or resort, whatever you would call that thing. She could have easily called out Brittany, I'm so sorry. She could be like, Matt, like, can I just please go talk to Brittany? Like, I know she was, quote unquote, upset. Honey, you were just upset you got caught.
And that's true.
But you could have apologized. And any apology that happened after the fact, I don't accept it.
Has a situation...
You're sorry that you got caught.
Has a situation like that ever happened to you?
Have I been called an escort?
No, that's not a situation. Have you been in a situation where someone's lied on your name a little bit and you caught them and confronted them?
I mean, yeah, actually, now that I think about it. It was, like, someone who said that I had said something to another friend of ours. And I was like, those words have never came out of my mouth. What are you talking about? Another picture is down. Which one was it? That one over there. Oh, that's a cute one.
It is a cute one. That was a good day. That was
Can you pat it? That's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, yeah. So, like, when I found that, like, that I apparently had said something that I did not, I was like, where is this coming from? Because you often have to wonder, like, why do people say the things they do when they're clearly not true? It's just people who want, like, a reaction and they want their own, like, storyline.
And I've always said, if you hear something that I say, come back to me.
Exactly.
And tell me, and I'll tell you if I said it or not. Because if I'm brave enough to say it behind your back, I have to be brave enough to be like, okay, I said that. I'll
if
take
I
that.
could snap, I would be snapping right now.
I hear you.
Snap,
loud and clear. But yeah, just like don't talk about people, especially if it could like ruin their reputation. But the thing is, like, if that was true, it wasn't Anna's business to be telling people that anyways. That's her own personal business.
Yeah, it's still just...
So why are you doing that? Oh, because she's jealous. Which, Grace Ann, we've been in situations where if we want to take this out, we can take... I'm not going to say any names, obviously. But when someone, for both of us, someone has been rude or mean to us in certain situations, and we're like, why is that happening? And they're insecure about something. It doesn't have to be looks or whatever. It could be art, whatever. So anytime someone's mean to you or like, it's probably because they're insecure about themselves. 100%. It has nothing to do with you.
There's no other reason. I mean, they probably are like a psychopath or a sociopath too, but
yeah, you know?
I don't want to name
narcissist.
Call. I'm just kidding. Treat people with kindness, right?
Treat people with kindness.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, no, The Bachelor is...
I'm enjoying it.
Crazy. Me too.
Tonight's episode's gonna be crazy.
Tyler C's coming. And I love Tyler C.
So is Heather. And I have heard a lot of rumors that the producers do Heather wrong. So, because Heather and Hannah B
are friends,
are besties. So I'm really, so that's why people are like, Heather knows Matt.
Because Tyler and Matt are best friends.
So they're like, I don't know, like I've just heard that like apparently like the producers told her to come on, that Matt wants her there, something like that. I don't know, guys.
I have a question about Heather. So Heather was a girl that was on the show and
had never been kissed.
She'd never been kissed. So
it was on Colton season, right?
Yes.
The Virgin.
Yes, but Colton had kissed people and stuff. But would you, if you had never kissed anybody and whatever, would you go on this type of show?
No, because I know I would get made fun of and ridiculed.
Not even made fun of, but are you ready for that? Like your first everything to be on TV?
I wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't be.
No.
Especially because if you have someone like me watching and I see a bad kiss, I want to throw up. Like today, we were watching, I'm not going to name any names, but one of the girls was kissing so gross. Like her tongue was sticking out and then she was kissing. Okay, and I was like, oh, that really hurts me. So imagine having your first kiss on TV.
Embarrassing. But it would be kind of cute if like it worked out and like
no, obviously,
like,
yes.
Our first kiss was aired on national television.
Yeah, no, you're
But
right.
it didn't. She was at home. Anyways, did they kiss?
Yes.
Okay.
He did do that.
That's right.
And remember, people were like kind of mad because it was her first kiss and like, don't you know that wasn't gonna be the one? But also, it's like a kiss. It's like, okay.
Every kiss begins with K.
I don't know. First kisses are weird, but
I wish I was Heather. Not in this case, though.
No.
Moving forward.
Like,
okay, so I want to know your top 3 contestants.
For Matt?
Do we know who allegedly wins? Yes, but that aside.
I don't know who allegedly wins.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh.
I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what race she is.
I forget.
You told me like the amount of a race that gets in or something like that. I don't even remember that.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so this is my top 3.
I love spoiling the seasons for myself.
And no spoilers.
I like to like know. Anyways, move forward.
I think my top 3 would be Abigail because she seems like such a good person, but what's that girl's name? Rachel and Bree?
Or are you talking about Michelle?
No, I like Michelle, but I don't know if she'll make it to the top 3. But then Bree's kind of slipping. Like, I only watched that one episode where they did pretty good.
They're all
Michelle,
beautiful.
No, they're all beautiful, but I think
season
he would
is
pick.
Filled with beautiful
I
girls.
know.
Yeah.
He had a lot of good girls. So I would say Rachel, Abigail, and Bree or Michelle. But yeah, I would say that was my top 4 at least because I think that they're all out of the drama. Michelle's kind of creeping in a little bit, but they're all out of the drama so far. And I just think they're like, I think he like gets giddy around them.
So like I already know allegedly like who the top 3 or 4 are. So
Yeah, how do you answer
I'm not saying like these are the top 3, top 4, but these are like my favorite.
Okay.
Let's do my favorite top 4. I gotta do my homegirl Katie.
Oh, I forgot about Katie.
Love Katie.
Yeah.
I do like Michelle.
Yeah.
I do like Michelle mainly because I love on their one-on-one, he just seemed so different and like lit up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I genuinely, especially considering she had just came in the night before.
Yeah.
When the 5 arrived. So I'm gonna say Michelle. Who's my other favorite? Honestly, This is hard.
I know.
I'm not saying she's I enjoy like watching her on screen. Kit, I love her vibe. Okay.
I'm starting to like Kit a little bit more. I
love her vibe, and I think that she was kind of like a curveball that people weren't expecting. Like people were not expecting to actually like her.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy her, and like I've seen her Instagram and stuff, and like she seems like cute. Really zen. Like she's into yoga, cooking healthy vegetarian things. Like she's really sweet.
Okay.
I mean, at least as much as you can see online.
Yeah.
But you know what? I am gonna say I do like Rachel.
Yeah, me too.
I do like Rachel. Rachel, I think. If you keep up with any of the drama that's circulating right now, you'll know that there's a lot of controversy right now surrounding Rachel.
Yeah.
And I do think she has. There is going to come a time when she's going to, explain. Yeah. Don't know when that's going to be. Yeah. But she definitely has. She has to say something. Yeah. Because she can't not say anything. Yeah. But I do like Rachel. I liked their one-on-one that they had last week. The way he looks at her is really cute. And, like, her whole face just, like, scrunches up.
I know. She's so cute. I love her. Yeah. She's so cute.
And you can, I don't know, it just doesn't seem, like... Fake or, like, pushed. Or so forced, cute. I should say, yeah. So I would say those are my top 3. I love Katie, though. Like, she's definitely my favorite. I have a soft spot for people who stand up, for people who are literally... And this isn't dramatic, being bullied.
Yeah, they were bullying them.
Because they definitely were. Like, some people are like, oh, she's too much. Like, she's, like, a savior complex. I'm like...
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Standing up for anybody in that house.
Savior?
And if there is, there goes another one. We'll figure that out. Another picture for that on. It's okay.
This is with the Coochie Gang.
Aww. I hope that's not a sign. I'm just kidding. Anyways,
what would the sign be?
I don't know.
That we're breaking up?
No. Bye. Anyways.
No, we would fight for you guys.
We would.
I would fight.
Definitely.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is... You guys will fall together. Oh my god, stop it.
Or rise together.
It's kind of cute.
Am I rise up?
Okay, anyways.
Rise like
what I want to say is I do like Rachel. She seems sweet. Katie. I think Katie is a breath of fresh air. Mm-hmm. And on other seasons, I don't know if if it would be viewed as like that amazing, just because other seasons weren't as bad in Caddy.
Yeah.
But I do thoroughly enjoy Katie. Yeah. And I am growing a liking to Rachel.
Yeah, more. Me too.
And Michelle just seems like chill. Michelle seems like she's ready to get married.
Michelle is an icon.
She's like actually one of the only ones on there that I'm like, I think she genuinely could get married right now.
I agree. You know? Yeah.
Maybe it's because she's a teacher.
I think
don't know.
So. Also because...
She like, I don't know, like she seems like she's like ready for that stage of her life and like have kids, all that blah blah blah.
I love that. She's cute.
She was a basketball player in college.
I forget.
I can't remember what school. But yeah, and she lives in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
I will say those were our top favorites. I mean, obviously you can tell when I first saw MJ, it was like pretty love at first sight, but I have to now decline my crush.
Guys, I've been telling Issa for weeks that MJ is bad news. And she's like, no, she's beautiful. And I'm like, do you look at how she's talking to people? Issa was blinded by the love blinds.
Oh my god, she's so beautiful.
She's beautiful. Her hair. Uh-oh.
Okay, so we cut out for half a second, but we're back.
Issa, don't step on the cord.
I know. I'm so
It be like that.
So freaking. Anyways, but that was the Bachelor recap. And we're excited to watch tonight. Mm-hmm. Let us know if you watch. If you don't watch, and you're still listening.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we could talk about something that you and I both are very much involved in is working. I feel like we work all the time, but that's a good thing. We're very grateful, especially during COVID. The amount of millions of people who lost their jobs is like insane. It's like over 25 million. And so I don't know, maybe like we've both have gotten questions on like how we transition from student life to work life, like how do we manage our time, all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe we can like answer those questions or like talk about how we did that and like what we do every day or like how we handle all of that together. Like what are one of the questions that you've gotten?
How has it been? So Issa, how's it been?
I think it's we've both worked in office somewhere and outside and on remote somewhere. So, like, I think in office, if you have a question, you just walk up, figure it out, or you talk to your coworkers, figure it out. So, I think it's an adjustment, like, trying to get everything figure it out because we do so many different things on the, like daily, figuring out how to do it online and talking to your boss. But luckily we both have amazing bosses, very strong women bosses, and
shout out to Christina,
shout out to Natalie. And so they're very, you know, they work with us and stuff. But I think adjusting to all online and keeping yourself accountable, because we're at home, we don't have to be working 24/7, but we do. Do you know what I'm saying? We work until we're done. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure that's hard for people to not take breaks and not to go hang out with someone, or holding yourself accountable, I think was the hard thing, but I'm into it now. Mm-hmm. I love it. What about you?
Well, because like with you, it's just you and Natalie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think with me, with working with Luna, I have like multiple coworkers. Yeah. So I think like I can understand like with you, like that can be, even because it's like it's you and then like your boss. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. With me, it's like if I have a question, because I always have questions, I'm like, Christina, I don't want to annoy Christina, so like let me talk to somebody else. I think I've really enjoyed. I literally have like 7 other coworkers that I can go to before I have to hit like Christina up. And so I have honestly really enjoyed it. Yeah. The fact that like basically the last year of our college courses was online, like on Zoom, I had like no schedule and like, I don't know. And I had no routine. I hated it. And I felt like I didn't have anything to really like look forward to. And like with working at home now full time, I do. And I have that routine back, and it's like, okay, like Gracie, like you can't sleep in. Yeah. You know, I try to be awake like by 8 because I work 9 to 5. Yeah. And just because I don't want to be rolling out of bed at like 8:45 and then just like go to the computer like in my PJs. Like I definitely work in my PJs sometimes. In my PJs sometimes. In my PJs. My PJs sometimes. But I have also noticed that like when I do get a little more dressed up, I feel like more, I guess you could say professional. Yes. Or I just get more done. Yeah. You know, like, brush the hair. Yeah. Because I mean, there's definitely some days feel a little more chaotic than others, just depending on like what tasks I'm taking on for the day. Yeah. But I have like really enjoyed it. And I think it also helps that I was with Luna for like a year and a half. Yeah. Part-time. Before I went full time. Yeah. So I definitely think like I might have been a little more overwhelmed if I would have went straight into full time. Yeah. But just being part-time for a year and a half has really helped. And I love all of my coworkers so much. Like seriously, I think Luna has helped shape me into who I am today, not just like as like in my like personal life, but also with Moments of Grace. Like I've learned so much with like marketing Moments of Grace through Luna, because that's literally what we are.
No, yeah, I was talking to my boss a couple days ago. I was like, I've learned so much in such a short amount of time. Like the little things you don't think about and that we've gotten the opportunity to learn is insane.
That goes into a business on the back end that like people have like no idea. And I get it though, because like even before I really started looking into it, I never knew about it,
Yeah, one of my uncles that was in town for my grandma's memorial service, he was like, oh, what are you doing? Because I like when everybody was there, I was on my computer 95% of the day like working, and they're like, oh, and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I work for a social media marketing company. And he was like, oh, that's probably easy, right? You just post like a photo. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, there's actually a lot that like goes into it that like I'm sure our bosses have to do triple the amount of work because they have to talk to all these clients, but it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of work that people don't realize. And I feel like social media marketing is like the next, I mean, it's already the big thing.
You gotta know how to like it's if you don't think it's important, then you're already 20 steps behind.
100%.
You gotta evolve. Yeah. And you're like your business might be doing okay now, but if you don't have an online presence like at all, not even just like if you don't have like an Instagram profile, not like you have to be posting on every day, but if you like, even if like Google Business, like if you don't have all that set up, guys, Google Business is free. You just have to verify.
There's so many free things.
There's so many free things. Like you can, with Google Analytics, you can see who's going to your website, like where the traffic's coming from. There's so many amazing online resources that you can use for free. Yeah. Just by a simple like Google search. Like Google is literally king. It's kind of scary. But like right now I'm setting up my Google business for Moments of Grace because I didn't know until like maybe 3 weeks ago that Google Business is actually free. And I was like, wait, what?
Google Business is cool.
And so I'm in the process of like setting it up so people, instead of like just like right now I just have people fill out a form like when I send their gallery. But now I'm going to send them that link to like, hey, like if you want to, leave a review.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, because typically I'm like, oh, this is what they say, you know, but and maybe I can make this public if I want. But now it's like, it's going to be public, you know,
amazing.
Whether I want it to be or not.
And like, imagine like, okay, so like 10 years ago, the thing was like emails. Now it's like Instagram, Facebook. Imagine in 10 years, like Instagram what the technology is going to be.
It's changing so much.
I mean, it's insane. Like,
not all for good, but I don't know. How do you feel about Instagram shops?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
I'm like Instagram. This is not Facebook. You're literally turning this into like the Gen Z
millennial
Facebook.
Bought Instagram.
No, I know.
But it's stupid. It's so
stupid.
It's so dumb. I hate it.
I finally like conformed to like the reels, and I'm actually having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that like I think the reason why I was so upset when they first came out with them is simply because it was just like one more thing added onto my plate, right? It's like, okay, like if I don't do these, then like, is it gonna harm me? And like Instagram says that if you don't post reels, it's not gonna like affect your account. I genuinely think it will. Like I really do. Reels have a way longer life consistency. Like a reel that I posted like 4 weeks ago is still getting liked today.
Yeah.
You know, it might not be like a million, but it's like 1 to 2 likes like every few days. That adds up.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only reason I was just like, another thing. But I'm actually like genuinely like liking it. It's just a matter of like making time
to
like make the content, you know, because that's what it all comes down to when it comes to an online presence. You have to have the content to back it up.
Yep.
And if there's anything that we can tell you guys, it's that this stuff takes time.
And it matters.
And it very much matters. It's branding matters.
Yeah.
And if you need some branding, hit one of us up. We know we work for 2 different companies.
That's so funny.
We'll interview us, be like, well, who do you work for? And see what the better fit is.
That is so funny.
I want a client referral, guys.
Oh my God, that's
I'll look
hilarious.
great in my boss's eyes.
Another question that I've gotten, I'm sure you have, is like, how has it been like being a student your whole entire life to not being a student anymore? I think that is like, and some people say not identity crisis, but like, we've been students our whole life. We had that routine of being a student, and now we're just like thrown into the real world during a pandemic, just like trying to figure everything out, not having to not the excuse of being a student, but like, you know, we've always been like, oh, I'm a student, so I can't do this. And now we're not a student. Now we have no excuse of not being, you know, 100% working all the time.
Do you feel that? Like identity crisis?
I think I don't have an identity crisis, but like I'm kind of nervous in a couple months. Like, no, I think for a second I did. I was like, okay, dang, I'm not a student anymore. Like, I don't have to do my homework. I don't have to do like, you know, now I'm like an adult. I have to like take responsibility for a lot more things. I think is more of what was happening with me. And it was like, I'm just not a student. I'm at the next level. I'm at the next step of my life, and like it's just going to keep getting more steps from here. So I think that was more of like, it's time to step it up and just be more of an adult, I guess.
Yeah. Like
bills are being paid by myself, which I have already done that, but like now more bills, you know what I'm saying? And bills just sound so old. And then like, you know, like life is getting a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I get that.
What about you?
I feel like no. But I say with I feel like it's because we're still in our college apartment.
Okay.
And I feel like once we're not here anymore, we're not like next to Sam,
You're right.
know? I feel like we are going to feel different.
You're right.
But I don't think it's going to be necessarily like a bad different.
No.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to like not being in Huntsville anymore, but also at the same time, like, I'm definitely gonna miss it.
Me too.
I think also another reason why I'm not having like an identity crisis right now is just because of COVID, and like COVID has just really, I feel like, quote unquote, it hasn't, but like paused time.
Yeah.
Or like it allows people to like, you don't have to know your next move. Because we're literally in a pandemic, and we have been in almost for a year now. March is coming up.
Dude.
Can you think that it's almost going to be a year since spring break and when we took our Tennessee trip, and then we came back from that, and 2 days later the state lockdown.
So much has happened.
Great timing.
So much is happening.
So much has happened, and so I think as of right now, I don't feel that, and I'm hoping like once we do move, like we're going to be like in such of the full-time working mindset that we're not going to feel like that at all. But I think it's very also that should be very normalized.
Yes.
That it's okay to feel anxious about change.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be okay that your life is changing.
I know a lot of people. I have friends who are kind of in a weird spot trying to figure out the right choice for a job. They've graduated, but it's like we're in a pandemic, so it's like, what are we doing? So I know it's a lot of stress on a lot of people during this time, even though it's been happening for like 10 months or whatever it's been, or I guess 11. So it's definitely,
but I think
it's just a weird time.
Seeing, especially, I know he wouldn't mind me saying this, Jameson.
Yeah.
Jameson was one of the people who was in a really weird spot in his life with like job-wise, and he recently got like his dream job. He moved out to California. We're actually going to be visiting him in like a little over a month. Super exciting. But I feel so much more like extra joyous seeing him succeed, because literally we are in a pandemic, and like finding a career, especially in what you graduated with, is so freaking difficult. And I think if any parents at all are listening to this and like your child is currently like just graduated high school, about to graduate high school, about to graduate college, take a breath and understand that life isn't the same as it used to be. Nevertheless, when you were in school, nevertheless 5 years ago, nevertheless 3 years ago before like the pandemic happened, because life is never going to be the same. I'm super excited that, you know, the vaccine is coming out, more people are getting it. But life is never going to be the same, whether we like it or not. Jobs are going to be more difficult to find. Like,
I mean, they were already difficult before the pandemic.
The economy is rough, you know?
It's rough,
and it's also becoming, it's like more, the more and more people that are going to college, it's like, okay, that's more people who you're going up against for your dream job, you know? It's not as easy as it used to be. Everything is evolving. Everything is getting more difficult. But it's not impossible. No. And so, Jameson, if you're listening, I'm so proud of you. You know we are. We cannot wait to see you.
He was on season 1.
We'll link the podcast.
He's an icon.
We'll link the podcast below. Don't worry.
You gotta watch that one,
guys.
But yeah,
that was a goodie. But yeah, I just want to say that, like, if you are currently, Issa and I are so blessed and lucky, and like we know it. Yeah. To have a job. For one, we work from home for. For 2, amazing companies. Yeah. And 3, the fact that, like, it's in our field. I know. That we actually genuinely like it and love it. And, like, I wake up every morning, I'm excited to work. Me too. You know? And I know that's something that not everybody can say. And so I'm so thankful for that. But if you're currently listening or watching and you find yourself in a really tough spot, you're, you know, feeling super unmotivated, you can't find a job, you know, it's hard to pay bills. Yeah. Just know you gotta stay positive. I know that sounds like bleh, like, you know. But you gotta stay positive, keep your head up, and just put yourself out there. You know, you may get rejected over and over and over, but there will come a day where you're gonna get a job, and it's gonna feel amazing.
And we've said this before, but I know it's not easy for us to say because, again, we're very blessed and we got gifted with the jobs, but if you change your perspective about certain things, it could help a lot of situations. Like, I was talking to one of my uncles this past weekend who doesn't have a job. He's like, I don't have a job because of this. I'm like, this day and age that we're living in, social media, YouTube, there's a YouTube video for everything in the world. Maybe let's start
That's sometimes not a good thing.
I know. That's true. He has a lot of, like, little action figures. I'm like, you know how many people would buy this? Just right there. Let's start somewhere. Post it up. There's always something you can do, and there's always someone you can talk to. There's always some YouTube video you can watch to learn.
There's so many resources.
There's so many resources, and if our parents and our grandparents could do it somehow, it's a struggle. It's not supposed to be easy, but I think there's a lot of resources. So obviously, it's not going to happen overnight, but I think, and again, it's easy for us to say because we have very blessed we have very good families who have helped us and given us resources. But for other people out there, I just know a lot of people who have made something from nothing. So I think there's just so many resources, and you're right.
First generation college grad, honey.
I am.
I'll say it again and again and again.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So there's always something, like you said.
Guys, stay positive. And
always.
And just put yourself out there. Good things are coming. You just gotta be patient.
You're so right. Good things are coming.
Good things are coming for sure.
Be positive for sure. Because if you stay positive, good things will happen. If you be negative, bad things will happen. Yeah. Love you.
I love you too.
You spoke very well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm like, I'm feeling a little rusty.
Oh, no, she's doing great, ladies. How'd you like it?
Thank you. I'm just fishing for compliments here.
Okay, your hair. Can we talk about her haircut? She got a haircut.
Well,
I love it.
Okay, my hair hasn't been this short literally since I was like 10 years old.
I love it.
I'm going up and down with it. I'm like, okay, I do like it. Okay, I love it. I do like it.
I love it.
I do like it. And honestly, it is going to grow like really fast. I got it cut back in August to like right below my shoulders.
It's so
and
cute.
like it was like when I got it cut the other day, it was like to the middle of my back already. So I'm fingers crossed that, I think I am going to grow it out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, just really quick, on graduation, I had a panic attack because the man dyed my hair black when I thought it was going to be brown. And I changed my perspective there, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. And now I love it, so... You just gotta stick it through, ladies and gentlemen, because I was like, that's black. He was like, yeah, but it's... I was like, okay, I love it. And I was like, well, let's just go walk the stage. Can't do anything about it now.
It's like that one HGTV show. What is it? Love It or List It? Did you want to list your hair?
I mean, kind of. I was like, I don't know if I rock it, but let's do it. So, just gotta change perspective.
Guys, thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, thank you.
I know...
Did y'all like that sound? Comment below.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say we'll see you next week, but you know what?
You will.
You will.
You will.
We're putting that out in the
We're back,
air.
baby, for the 10th time.
Unless life happens, because it does.
And it does, but we got to keep it going.
Guys, leave a comment, like, subscribe if you're not following us on Instagram at the Radiate Podcast.
It'll be linked below.
It'll be linked below. And we're going to go watch the next episode of The Bachelor with our girl gang, Coochie Gang.
Coochie Gang.
And stay
radiant.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys. Bye. Good job, Queen.